Peter Rossi here for the Kalkaska Rhinos, speaking with incoming player Chandler Dorbin. Chandler, thanks for joining us this afternoon. How are you doing today?
Good, Pete. How about you?
Good, good. So to start things off here, why the decision to come play for the Rhinos for this upcoming season? Just talk a little bit about how that came about, how the process came about that you're going to be calling Kalkaska home for 2015-2016.
Well, I kind of looked at my options and everything that I know about Kalkaska. I know the training is pretty extensive and pretty intense, and nowhere else can match that from a Tier 3 level. So I think that was definitely one of the bigger things that weighed, and ultimately that was what brought me to sign with Kalkaska.
And just a couple of weekends ago, the Rhinos held their main camp in Grand Rapids. Just talk a little bit what that experience was like, having some of the technology there from Hockey Tech that the NHL guys use, the Wingate test, things like that. Did it make you feel like you were getting involved in something special with Coach Oliwa trying to give all you guys the best equipment that you guys can get?
Yeah, absolutely. The on-ice testing, the off-ice testing, I loved it. I had an absolute blast. I know all the other guys had an absolute blast too. The Wingate test was definitely different. It was definitely unique, and to get that, the same level of experience as the NHL players do was definitely a special experience.
And when you go through things like that, it was the first time many of the guys were together in the same room. Is it easier for the guys to sort of bond over something like that and really understand what makes each other tick before everybody moves out to Kalkaska for the season?
Absolutely. I think, you putting a bunch of random guys into a locker room together, we don't always find common ground right away, but with all the off-ice testing, on-ice testing, it gave us something to talk about. And I think, it definitely kept us loose with constant talking, which was good. I think everybody had a great experience.
And you mentioned a little bit about the training aspect. Have you ever experienced the training in terms of what Coach Oliwa likes to instill upon his players, really hammering home the details both on ice and off-ice testing? Or is this really something that is sort of new to you, but that you're excited to be a part of?
It's a little new. I got to get my feet wet a little bit with the testing in May. But I'm really happy and really excited that this is part of his process, is all the vigorous training. Especially with the on-ice testing and off-ice testing. So I know we do it again at the end of the year, and we can see how far we've come.
And how big of a part does nutrition play in not only an athlete, but specifically for a hockey player? Because Coach Ola likes to to really allow his players to their own freedoms in Kalkaska, but one of the big things he likes to make sure he maintains is that they're getting the proper nutrition. How important is it to keep tabs on that aspect of being a professional hockey player?
Nutrition is huge. You can't go out to McDonald's and eat 4 or 5 cheeseburgers a day and still go out and perform at your best. It just doesn't work like that, especially at this level. Every player takes their position and their job pretty serious. Especially you have to maintain your weight too. So definitely positive, a lot of protein, things like that.
And just how excited are you to be learning under a coach with the resume that Christoph does have? He's a Stanley Cup champion. He pretty much came over from Poland, trying to make a name for himself. He winds up getting drafted into the NHL. He's pretty much done everything there is to do in the sport of hockey. Does having a coach like that with the resume that he brings to the table really allow the players to learn the most that they can with a coach like that?
Yeah, I'm absolutely 110% excited. I can't wait to get to Kalkaska and pick his brain a little game further. I know with the technology that it uses, he, videotape and everything, and going down to the video breakdowns, that's something I haven't really had in juniors. So I'm definitely excited to, get that aspect of it and watch myself, and then, I can learn from my mistakes and develop further.
And in talking about your own game a little bit, is there anybody with you being a defenseman, that is there anybody that you try to model your own game after, either past or present NHLers, or do you just try to go out there and try to be your own player?
For the most part, I've never really thought about it, to be honest. I just try to go out there and be my own player, try to play physical, and make a good first pass, get the puck out of our zone, and when we're in the attacking zone, protect the blue line.
And are you excited to get involved with the community of Kalkaska? Community involvement is something that the Rhinos like to pride themselves in, and they were really involved in community events and charity events last season, and certainly they're going to be involved as well. Does that, being involved in the community that much, make it easier for you to go out and perform in front of these people on a nightly basis?
Yeah, absolutely. I think getting out into the community is a great thing. With the community being able to, have an experience with the players outside of the rink is huge. Because, you're going to bring in more fans. The players and the fans, you're bound to develop a connection with the fans outside of the rink. Especially with the, I know we have a golf tournament. I know that's going to be amazing. And then all the other, extra work we go out and do in the community. I think it's great for the community and it's great for the team.
And lastly, you have any expectations for the upcoming season, either for yourself personally or from a team standpoint?
As it stands right now, I'm optimistic, but I'm excited. I think we're going to have a pretty good year. Me, myself, I'm looking to definitely, have a lot better year than I have the past couple of years. I need to stay healthy and do my part, and then, the rest of the pieces will fall together.
All right. Well, once again, this has been Chandler Dorbin, incoming player for the Kalkaska Rhinos. Chandler, thanks a lot for taking the time out today, and can't wait to get things going when the season rolls around.